Hello, Dawn from the future. I think Dawn from the future here. I've lost track of where I'm up to. So I think I might have mentioned this. Hopefully I've started filming a regular Vlogmas. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But what I decided to do is put anything I've filmed on my trip to Africa and make it into a weekly vlog. So I know some of you said you missed a good waffle on a Sunday morning, and I think my Vlogmases are going to, well, we'll see how it pans out, but so far what I did pre-film was quite short. So if you're in the mood for a good waffle, yes, that's what this video will be. So how am I going to do it? Because I've not looked at the footage yet. I think what I'll do, so I'll just come on, say a quick hello, explain what this video is about, and then when I've cobbled it all together, I think I don't recall talking to camera a lot, so there'll probably be a lot of text on the screen. Sorry about that, because if you're trying to count and you're knitting or crochet or busy doing something, it's not handy, I do know, but I'm not very good at doing voiceovers, and the typing makes it, I can sort of frame it a little bit better in my mind. Gone into waffle mode already. Anyway, so yes, I'm back. So let's begin the footage of Africa, and then I'll hop on at the end, and by that point hopefully I've edited everything and I know what you've seen, and then I can do a little wrap up. So let's roll the video. No idea when this video is going to upload, but I already explained the Vlogmas situation. It's got my mozzie spray. I'm absolutely shattered. Gel, not spray. I think we were travelling for like 24 hours. We flew from Amsterdam to Charles de Gaulle, which is in Paris, Paris to Johannesburg, which is South Africa, and then South Africa to Gaborone, which is Botswana. And we had a 6-hour layover in Johannesburg because they cancelled the mid-afternoon flight that we wanted to get. Anyway, so we were all shattered. No mishaps, well, one of my colleagues, but for the rest, our luggage turned up. Flight was, you know, fine, no issue. The 11-hour flight from Paris to Johannesburg was amazing. The breakfast not so good. The evening meal, we had champagne. We were in economy premium, loads of room. It was a newly refurbished plane. Amazing. So anyway, we got to the hotel early evening. I think we're in Botswana now. Hopefully you've seen some footage of the room I'm staying in. Compared to some of the rooms I've stayed in, it's not the fanciest. If I compare it to our usual standards, it's a little bit outdated. But you know, service is great. What we saw of the grounds last night, nice. There's only 2 of us at the moment. Maybe there's a 3rd colleague joining. We're going to see. And then we had an appointment in our itinerary for this morning, but that's not going to happen because the appointment fell through so far. So we're just going to have a leisurely breakfast, and then we've got a few meetings this afternoon. Can't say my view isn't amazing. I sort of look that side. It's like, I don't know, maintenance buildings, but that side it's like the entrance to the hotel. So that side's nice. Can't open the windows because apparently there's like a gazillion monkeys roaming around. I'm half tempted to open the window, but best not. They'll probably get in and trash the room. I'm not sure. I don't think they're baboons. One of the waiters last night said there are baboons, a troop of them, a big one. But the ones they have here, I don't know, they're like, I can't think what they would be. Like the velvet monkey, is it? Anyway, I'll find out. But yeah, I'm in Botswana now, so I'm going to be here for, so I got here last night. I think I'm going to be here another 4 days, and then we go back over to South Africa. Anyway, I hear the door, so I think my colleague is ready for breakfast. So I'll pop back on in a while and have another chat with you. See you in a while. Good morning. I can't remember when I last spoke to you, but I think today's Friday. I've lost track of the days and hours. I'm very tired. Yesterday we had quite a full day of meetings. Hopefully you would have seen some footage. We actually left the resort and we went to a restaurant in the highest tower in Gaborone. And I think what was it called? Table for two or table 52, something like that. Hopefully I would have remembered. And it's on the 28th floor, and the views were amazing. So we caught sundown. We hadn't reserved, so we couldn't have a table out on the terrace, but I did manage to go out and take a little bit of footage. So I had a lovely dinner. There's a lot of steak here. Every restaurant you go, it's like every variety of steak, T-bone, you know, you name it, and it's all cooked very well. But yeah, we had a lovely dinner, And then we came back to the hotel. I can't remember if I told you that the first night we were on the first floor. Yeah, we were on the first floor, and the air conditioning the noise was ridiculous. I didn't sleep a wink. And I'd already been up 23, 24 hours, so I was exhausted, so I didn't sleep very well. Anyway, we told reception and they moved us, so we're now on the 5th floor. Apparently this is the executive floor, but on this floor they've just upgraded all the AC, so it's all digitised and it's on full blast, so it's very quiet. So second room, fine. Go out to dinner, come back, and so I'm tired because, you know, I've not been sleeping well. Settled into the room, did makeup off and got settled down, and then got in bed and was feeling tired. And then all of a sudden I heard this drip, 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 really loud drip. So I got up, I checked the bathroom and nothing there, and it was getting louder and louder. And then there was the closet here, there was water, like really, not trickling, but like drip, drip. So I immediately, I've got some dresses, so I grabbed all my clothes, pulled them out, and I thought somebody upstairs above me has left water running, but we're on the top floor. Called reception, said we'll send maintenance up. It's like midnight at this point, and next minute, no, we're sending a porter, you have to leave the room now. I said, I'm not leaving the room. She said, no, you have to leave the room now, we've got another room for you. So at midnight, I'm grabbing all my stuff, exhausted, and then so I'm on the same corridor, but now I've been at I was at the back. Yeah, I was the first room in the back, second room in the back, now I'm at the front of the hotel. So they moved me, but I wasn't sleeping anymore because I was on adrenaline, and then all my stuff, and oh, it's a mess. Everything's just still in the suitcase. I just grabbed out, you know, a top and a skirt to wear today. So anyway, we had an early start, and then what do you know, the first appointment, phoned and said, could we come later? Which is slightly annoying, but it meant that we could just at least have a leisurely breakfast. So we just got back from breakfast. I said I quickly need the loo break, and then we've decided hopefully this afternoon we've got a window, a tight window, but there's a spa here, and I could really do with a massage, so we've agreed we're going to go over to the spa, see if we can book an appointment. And I thought they did a deep tissue massage, and I can get all my shoulders and back, you know, give it a good, and then hopefully, as I'm filming this, it's Saturday, hopefully we've got a free day to ourselves. We're hoping that's the plan. Then hopefully we can get out, because we've not really seen anything yet. I don't know if we'll be able to do a safari or anything. The window's just too short, but anyway, I'm not here for, well, I am kind of here for that, because we're supposed to be, you know, getting the lay of the land and figuring out what to do. But anyway, that's where we're up to. Right, I'm going to go and put my phone on charge, go to the loo, and then we're going to head off out and start our day of appointments. So I'll catch you in a while. They're all coming, but there's more there. You want to come in? Come little friend. Come on then. I will let you in. Come to Auntie Dawn. Okay, I'm back. Oh, it's a bit chilly in here. I'm really feeling the difference in temperature. So I've edited all the video and I've made a few notes because there's some things I didn't mention. So one of the things, the hotel we stayed at in Botswana, whilst it was very nice, I was a bit disappointed that they hadn't informed us that the pool was closed. Not that we had time to use the pool, but there was one, we had in between one appointment and another. I'm trying, gosh, it's all a blur. There was one meeting that we did like really, really quick, where I think we blocked like an hour and a half and then it was only half an hour. So anyway, we ended up with, I think, a couple of hours, one very late afternoon where we could have actually used the pool. And I can't remember what it got to every day, but I know one of the locals mentioned 36, 37. So that's hot. So, but I know I think it was one lunchtime, we'd managed to, they did like bites on the terrace. So we were having a quick bite before going off to another meeting. And there was a group of ladies behind us and they were complaining about it. So it's not on really, is it? And then the other thing, so I think I mentioned that my colleague had managed to get us a slot just before they closed in the spa. So we had a deep tissue massage. My God, it was actually, mine was quite painful, but it was hilarious because if you watched in May, I went to Tanzania, so end of May, beginning of June. And so the colleague I was in Tanzania with is who I was in Botswana and South Africa with, amongst other colleagues. And if you did watch that video, I'll try and remember to put a link in somewhere if you haven't seen it. We landed in Tanzania and there was a mix up with the hotel, so we ended up sharing a room together, which we did not a bed because they made twin beds, but we were like laughing, you know, it's a good job we like each other. So what do you know, so we go into the spa and there was the massage beds was next to each other. So I was like, oh, we're in the same room. And she also looked a bit. And they said, yes, is that okay? Lord knows what they thought we were, if we were there as a couple or not. So I said, well, we're actually colleagues. We're not friends, even though, you know, we're friendly. We get on very, very well. But I said, we're colleagues. Said, oh, should we move your room? So I looked at her and she looked at me and I went, I'm all right if you are. She said, yeah, come on. You know, your face down and we wasn't completely naked. But so we were laughing that, well, you know, this seems to be a running thing now. We've shared a room together now. We've shared massages together. So, yeah, that was hilarious. And then the other thing, I think that was it in Botswana. Oh, there's a load of little blue tits in the garden. Oh, there's a blackbird as well. There's clearly some bugs have just appeared because there's about 10 of them. Anyway, so South Africa, as you probably gathered, that was a whirlwind. I mean, it was literally go, 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 go. You know, we didn't have hardly any time to ourselves. However, oh yeah, one thing to mention. Oh, there was a little swimming pool on, I don't know, the first floor of the hotel we stayed in. We didn't go in. It was very warm. It was like mid-20s, but compared to Botswana, it was a lot cooler. And Cape Town is known for being very windy. So I think just before the sun went down, we managed to have an hour sat out by the pool while we were just, you know, catching up on the day's meetings. So I dipped my toe in and it was like, whoa, that was cold. So we wouldn't have used it anyway. The other thing that I was anticipating, because obviously I have a South African partner, we have family in South Africa, we have friends in South Africa. So I know that they do load shedding, which if you don't know, is the grid is failing. It's not been maintained properly. So the way around it, rather than repairing it, is to divide the country up into zones. So they have different zones, and certain zones, they just literally pull the plug on an entire city or area, and then it can range, you know, 1 hour to, I've heard 10, 12 from various family members. So we was kind of expecting it, although where the hotels that we were visiting, not staying at, I understand that they have like exemption, and a lot of companies, they need generators. You have to, otherwise how do you function? So the hotel we stayed at, They had load shedding, but it was between 8 and 10 every night, and it was literally 10 on the dot. It came on again. Well, the 2 nights, full nights we were there, we were out at dinner, so we missed it completely. So that's not ideal. So the hotel we stayed at, ideally we shouldn't have been staying there, but we had no choice but to book some hotel, and that was what came up with a good review, because we were aiming to stay at one of the hotels near the Congress Centre, the CTICC, which is a huge Congress Centre in Cape Town. It's fantastic. It looks amazing, you know, very modern, big, beautiful, huge building. Anyway, there was a congress going on, or a conference or something, a big one. So the hotels that we wanted to go and see, and we had all our meetings with, they were fully booked. So the Cape Town Hollow Hotel, it was a boutique hotel. It was nice. It was very clean. It was a bit dated, and we was a little bit surprised because I think it had a 4-star rating, and we both agreed that we'd class it as a 3-star. But, you know, staff were amazing. It was, as I said, super clean, and food was nice. So nothing to complain about there, only that wasn't quite, I wouldn't put it at a 4-star. And also the location for us, it was just a little bit further out than we needed to be. So we had to taxi a lot. Whereas if we'd have got a hotel near the Congress Centre, we would have just been, you know, walking to and from where we needed. It's fine though. So I'm trying to think. The last day, I think that was a Tuesday, in the afternoon, you would have seen some footage. A colleague who lives out there, she kindly took us to the wine region. So you would have seen some footage. We went to the Babylon Touring, which is it's a working farm / vineyard. We didn't make it to the winery there because we were a bit pressed for time. We had a fabulous afternoon. We had a lovely late lunch, and then we had to hot foot it back, but it was like an hour's drive with traffic and everything. And then we super quickly jumped in a cab, and we packed at this point. We went back over to the V&A waterfront, and we went to a beautiful restaurant that my colleague had wanted to go the day before. It's a seafood restaurant. I think it's called Bayer, I think it was called. So I said, well, with a South African, I needed to buy a few things for Lawrence. So we quickly ran in the shopping mall. Great shopping mall. My gosh, they had everything for every budget. You know, they had Zara, and then they had Gucci and Louis Vuitton. So, you know, shop to your heart's delight if that's your thing. So I bought Lawrence. I popped into Woolworths. If you're in the UK, they do have Woolworths, although Woolworths in South Africa, I know this because I've shopped in Woolworths plenty of times when I've been over. It's like our Marks and Spencer. So anyway, I popped in Woolworths to have food. So I got Lawrence a box of Pro Nutro. Here he is. What's Pro Nutro made from? What kind of grain?
I wouldn't know.
Sorry, you just swore then. I'll bleep that out. Oh, it's corn. It's made from corn. So it's the oddest thing. I can't explain it to you. It's kind of like consistency of porridge, but not. But it's delicious. So I just got the original one. I like the chocolate, but my suitcase was full. So I got him some Pro Nutro. I got quite a few bags of biltong, which is dried meat. And I think, is this the last bag?
No.
I got this big bag and 2 or 3 others. They're almost gone. We like the really dry biltong. The boys absolutely love biltong as well. So it's basically like air-dried marinated meat, and it's very hard, but it's delicious. And then the other thing, if you're from South Africa, you're probably laughing at these purchases. The other thing that he loves, I managed to get him a packet of Zoo. These remind me of, we have biscuits in the UK like this. So they're just a biscuit base with an icing topping. I can't remember what they're called. You know the ones you need if you're in England. And then I also got him, I haven't got it here, he really wanted a can, the jam jars, the cans of apricot. It's a smooth apricot jam. So ran in the shopping mall, just to do a quick shop, and my 2 colleagues who were with me by then, they actually bought a few things. It was great that we managed, I think in 15 minutes, I just was like a hurricane. I ran through the place because I knew what I needed. And then we headed over to the nice seafood restaurant that my colleague wanted to try. I'm sure that was called Bayer. And I felt so bad for the staff because we ran in and we said, sorry, we're a walk-in. Can you fit us in? Table for 3. And we're literally a glass of wine with the main and we're out. And they were like, absolutely, found us a nice table. I think if you pre-booked it, there's a really beautiful terrace there and the vista is fantastic. So we sat down, wolfed our food down, thanked them profusely, and then we ran, got a taxi, hotel, grabbed our laptops because they were in the safe, our bags, and our driver was waiting, and then bombed it back on the plane, and then we was in Holland. So you might be wondering why going out there I had such a crazy journey, because I went from Amsterdam to Paris, Paris to Johannesburg, Johannesburg to Botswana. Yeah, so 4 airports. And then coming back, we did Botswana to Johannesburg to Cape Town, and then coming home Cape Town to Amsterdam. So we can't get, in Holland, we can't get a direct flight to Botswana. Now, what I understand is most of the international flights do have to come through Johannesburg. So that's why we had to do this crazy dogleg. Now, you can get a flight from Amsterdam direct to Johannesburg. There was something with our level, because we're not, unfortunately, we can't fly business class at our company. It's fine. But we do get economy premium, which is fantastic. Economy premium's like the early days business class. So the chairs, you can put your feet up a little bit and they recline. So you're sort of semi-lying down. And, you know, if you do fly that, Air France, oh, perfect. KLM, not bad. Air France, spectacular. So I think there was something to do with the level that we had, and then we could only get a day flight, and we wanted to do a night flight, so we were there for the morning and get stuck in. So that's why we did this crazy, you know, flying to and from. So the only thing, there was just me and myself and another colleague. When we left Botswana, what do you know, our flight was delayed, which meant we couldn't get our connecting flight in Johannesburg to Cape Town. So we had to decide what we wanted to do. So they said, well, we can put you on this flight, but your baggage won't make it. It'll come on the next flight. So, well, that's no point, because we're stuck in Cape Town with no baggage. It's not like we live there. You know, what do? We sit around for 4 hours. So we said, no, put us on the later flight in Johannesburg. So we left Gaborone in Botswana, flew to Johannesburg, and again we had a layover that we didn't quite expect. But as I said on the screen, I think you would have seen, we just paid for a walk-in for the lounge, because unfortunately there was something, and my colleague has got like silver level. I've only got flying blue, which is like your your loyalty card, I think, and we couldn't get in a lounge, so we could just do a walk-in. So it worked out, I think it was not even €25 to do a walk-in, which, I mean, worth paying, because in the lounge, you know, there was fantastic food. South Africa food is spot on, delicious, great facilities, amenities. So, oh, there's a van just pulled up. Is that a van for us, Lawrence? I don't know. So, no big deal. And then we had a longer layover again in Johannesburg, but then it was a domestic flight, and then off we went to Cape Town. So, Jack! I don't know if somebody's at the door, he's barking. Oh, I'm really cold. So anyway, that's my trip around Africa. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been lovely to look back at the footage. And as I said, it was a whirlwind. You know, we literally just didn't stop. Oh, it's a package for me. I think it's wool that I ordered months ago when it was on a back order. Anyway. You don't need to see that. I'll probably open that in Vlogmas, which you would have seen, hopefully. Right, I'm going to wrap up the vlog. Sorry, Lawrence is rustling. It's very noisy. And I hope you enjoyed spending, I don't know, half an hour watching me travel around Africa, and a little bit of footage of what I got up to there. Right, I'm going to finish here, because I still have to edit it. And I've got things to do. And whatever I'm doing today will have already been in Vlogmas. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you again. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.